That'll do. Alright, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back for the not only the final day, but the final match of the group stage of the ESL Thinkfast Razor League ticket. This is actually going to be a slightly interesting one because these two teams, the winner of this matchup is going to go through to the main event. So this is actually going to be a best of 3, because we can't let this go a draw. So that's a little bit of interest there. And I'm joined by David E. and Libby. How are you guys doing?
Hi.
Doing good.
Good.
Sweet. So yeah, obviously not a huge number of bans out so far. I think we've caught both of these teams before, and both of them were doing fairly well. I think we caught them both winning as well against some of the lower ranked teams.
I don't know either of these names.
Rise
sounds vaguely familiar, but I definitely don't know Genuine.
We've definitely done Rise. I recognise the flag. I remember putting that on my...
I vaguely remember Rise. That one's been pretty early on.
I think it was. But yeah, what do we think of the bans and picks so far? Brew, AA, Razor, and Viper.
Solid. Nothing shocking. Okay, alright.
I think Razor was banned to avoid irony and confusion in spelling.
With who?
Because this is the Thinkfast Razor League,
that's true.
as opposed to the hero Razor.
That's always a worry in this, I've got to admit. It's caused many problems in the cast in the past. We also had a player called Razor on one of the teams as well. I'm not even joking.
I'm having a serious problem that I don't remember how you actually spell the thing that you shave with.
I can
Which
see that.
one is right? They both look right.
I can see that.
I wonder if we'll see a Legion come out for Rise. I would think it's very likely, unless it's banned in the second phase.
The old IO Legion combo. I was going to say, Necro, very, very solid hero these days. Could be played mid, could be played safe lane, could even be played off lane if we're going for a really experimental build. But either way, that extra 30 seconds on the respawn time if you get to kill with his ult is just huge. And we also have seen a lot of mids cut out so far. Brew, Viper, Razor, all gone. Mid, I think, is going to be the focus of this. And Genuine going for the Ogre Jakiro matchup. A lot of push with that.
A good pick here against what I think is going to happen here. It's good against a lot of IO combos. AoE control is always nice.
I
really think it's going to be a Legion coming out for Rise.
What I'd love to see is 3 and 4 for Rise. Legion, yes, although there are some other people who could go with the IO. The thing I think it's essential for them to ban, is Nature's Prophet, because Ogre Nature's Prophet with a Jakiro backing it up is just a terrifying amount of push.
I could see that. I think Legion is also very strong with Necrophos, which is why I think that's the IO counter to go for.
Okay, because it's a lot easier to finish the kill in the duel with Reaper's Scythe to back it up once they get past that threshold. Yeah, I can see that. That's a good point. Just getting a tweet out. Death Prophet banned from Genuine, so I'm assuming they want to be controlling the push in this game. But I don't think there was any real chance of Rise picking it up, though, because what would it have been? Death Prophet mid and then IO Necrophos as your IO combo? I mean, I suppose they could have gone Centaur for the offlane.
Yeah,
but then ban the Centaur.
IO and Death Prophet aren't that bad together. The movement speed is always great. Stack movement speed on Death Prophet, and keeping her alive is important. I mean, I agree. I'm not because the overcharge right click doesn't do her any good. I'm not suggesting it.
Well, it's interesting. She's a very positional based hero. IO is great at read.
I think Legion will be picked up, or at least he should be. And if Legion picks up, she should be playing the offlane because that's her best role. So, still not out of the picture if you pick DP Necro.
Oh, okay. Oh, fair play. Fair play. Silencer coming out as a ban from Rise? Now, I don't see that as a hard counter to anything Rise have yet. So maybe we're looking at...
It's good against Necro. It's pretty... Not in the laning phase, but in the mid game. Because Necro really only brings his Reaper Scythe... If he can't get it for 3 Scythe because everything's silenced, it's very difficult for him to contribute.
Sure, but I mean the silence is genuinely used as an initiation tool, but the Reaper's Scythe is generally once people are low. So I'm wondering if they'd cross into each other.
I think silence is a good counter initiation too. I think it's more flexible than like your Tidehunter ult or anything like that, which you really want to use for initiation. I think it works great as counter initiation. Combo breakers.
Sure. Slark and Centaur do get banned. I'm really glad about that Centaur. He's banned that from Genuine because Centaur Stampede on top of an IO relocate, and suddenly the whole RizeGaming team is hugely mobile, even if they're Crystal Maiden or something.
I really think this should be a Legion. I don't know if it will or not, but I think it should be.
I think the other option. Oh, I don't like the Venge. The other option Rice could have gone was to take the Nature's Prophet themselves. It would have given them some decent counter push, and it would have given them a bit more global TP, so that you could do even more ballsy dives with the IO relocate. Mainly as a block pick, though. Like I just really, they didn't ban it in the second phase of bans, and I really don't think they want to let Genuine have it. Vengeful Spirit, great hero, can work well with certain heroes really well. Not Io and not Necrophos, but
no.
I mean, Io will give the attack speed to the carry. Vengeful can give the attack damage, but
I mean, swap into Tether Slow, I guess, is always a nice tool to have, but I don't get it.
It's also not a great lane for getting kills. I mean,
no, it's not. Vengel's not a great solo playmaker in the lane. She's not like your Lions or your Shadow Shamans.
And Genuine picking up the Clockwork.
Okay.
It's a good combo with Jakiro. That's very true. It's a fairly nice way of countering relocates. With the 3000 range on hook.
But if you hook someone, you just save relocates to counter initiate, and you just hook them. Whoever gets hooked, relocate them out, or swap them out. Like, a lot of Reaper size is really good against Clockwork in the cogs. I don't know about this.
I don't love it, man. I think Genuine should have gone for Nature's Prophet as their off lane.
Reserve time.
I really don't see it. I suppose what they're thinking is it gives them a little bit of counter initiation if somebody else gets swapped.
But do you really want to send a Clockwork after them, so to speak?
Well, I mean, if they're grouped up on someone that Vengeful has swapped, trying to nuke them down, and then Clockwork hooks in, then you've got Jakiro coming in with Icefire Macro. I mean,
yeah.
Neither of us love this. None of us love this strat. It's
yeah.
It's iffy, and still no more good right clickers for Ogre to actually buff, and no summons for Ogre to buff. So Bloodlust isn't going to be doing a huge amount.
Turn Clockwork into a right clicker. Stack hearts. Get a Daedalus. Bloodlust. GG.
Right. I mean, I gotta wonder, because I love Battery Assault, whether there is some way you could make a right-click Clockwork with Battery Assault.
Nope.
Back to the old laboratory, I think, for that one. So Rise go for a Doom.
I don't get this.
I don't get this either.
I'll tell you what they're playing like to me. They're playing like a team that they're playing like their opponents. That there's one ringer on Genuine Dota that they're worried about, and they're worried about killing and dealing with that person. And they're playing like, if they can do that, then they'll win. This is the type of draft I would feel if, like, okay, we really just need to control player X. If we control player X, we got this game. Because everything they have is all about buffing your ability to take out one hero out of a fight, and then say, all right, the rest of you four, bring it on.
Reserve time.
Yeah. And I don't see that yet for Genuine. I don't see the one hero that they've got to do that. But at the same time, I do think there's something to what Rise are doing. I mean, Genuine are definitely setting up for something. The position 1 and the position 2 have still got to be picked. There's gonna be some big right clicker or split pusher or.
I would really be thinking about from Genuine. I would very, very, very seriously consider it. Is PA. I think PA would work very well for them.
PA would be great, yeah. We could be having Wraith King is still possible, but I think very, very unlikely. It could be a Jakiro mid, Wraith King Ogre support, but then if they went PA, then it would be a triple melee lane. No, that's a carry Wraith King. It is a decent counter to Doom. It is a decent counter to the Necrophos ult.
Yeah, it's good.
So it's a good pick.
Yep, that makes sense. Good as Venge. It works.
Reserve time.
I feel like what they're lacking a little bit in is burst damage. There's some from the Ogre, but whenever you're against an IO, you want a way to kill that IO really, really fast. Because he's squishy. If you can get rid of him, you win the fight. And so I would love to see them pick up a mid with some burst damage. Like a Puck or... That's not necessarily what I'm picking against. Doom, of course. I'm not totally sure.
5 seconds.
Tinker. I mean, a lot of your burst damage mids are countered by
TA?
Doom. TA, yeah, that would actually, I think, work well for them. If she built Blink, because she needs to be able to keep up with Clockwork Initiation, but Ray King can have to build Blink too.
I think the TA would be better. It's got to be physical damage. You're right. Otherwise, they'll just get doomed and be unable to do anything in mid to late game. Genuine ban the PA 5th. So I don't know whether they heard you.
Yeah.
It would have been a good pick even mid. I mean, or it would have worked awesome. I think TA works well here too, though.
Dyer's pick.
Not sure about that. PA against Necro on the mid, I think would just get absolutely slaughtered.
I don't know. I mean, she's pretty squishy. I mean, she doesn't have that much max health, so the percentage health regeneration doesn't mind her that much. And she's a very passive farming mid. I mean, it's not like she needs to man up on him to get her farm. And
we've got a Huskar pickup from Rise. So what is the IO combo here? Is it going to be Doom with a Devoured Centaur?
No. It's IO Huskar.
I mean, that's great for the right clicks, but I don't know. Huskar is one of those heroes you've got to get low. So, and obviously you get huge mana health regen and magic resistance when you do, but dropping him really deep into the enemy lines.
Wraith King and a Jakiro and an Ogre and a Clockwork. This is such a great anti-Huskar gang. There's so much spammable control, AoE control from the Jakiro. Lots of mini stunts with the Clockwork. This is not what I think of as a natural Huskar game. And it's getting raced. Whoa.
They do go for the nuke with the Storm Spirit, but Doom's just going to doom him.
And Necro? Alright. They don't have a lot of stuns.
Yeah, they don't have I think
have a lot of, they don't need stuns against the Storm.
Yeah.
They have real Storm control.
This is going to be tricky,
dude.
I think.
Here we go. This is very ballsy play for both teams. This is not like strategic, methodical hero choices.
And we get the traditional pause. I'm so glad.
Bad choices. Both teams are drafting like they expect to outplay.
So a quick reconnect here. So we'll save the introductions for the... Oh, there he is. I was going to say we can do a quick fashion show, but no time for a fashion show.
I think we can briefly check out Doom. He's looking pretty baller.
Let's have a look at that Doom.
I assume that's the free-to-play set? Or is it a mix-max?
It's mix-max.
I love that sword.
The Eye of Ormuz.
I don't like it when you can't see their face. I want to see their face.
Look, they're trying to make it more different. And that's what you look at first. So you want to see the most prominent thing look as different as possible. I hear you.
Yeah.
That looks like a pretty sweet set. I really like it.
This is a really badass Doom, yeah.
He's really put a lot of different... it looks like a lot of independent pieces together in a way that matches very well.
Yeah, it's the Wings of Incantation. I've got those and a couple of the other pieces.
Those are nice wings. Those are great wings. The sword's great. I like the helmet. Even little things. It's a nice belt. It fits with the rest of the set. The tail looks good with it.
I think Doom wins the fashion show.
He's winning pretty hard as far as I can tell.
Haven't actually looked at anyone else, but
That's my mouse. That's my mouse.
Oh wait, is this working now? No, it's not. There used to be quite a nice way that you could just toggle through the heroes on spectator mode to do the introductions, but for some reason they got rid of it now, so that you can't just click the portraits and switch heroes. We did get our reconnect. Oh, but he disconnected again, and he's back. Second time's the charm, hopefully. Nope. Mastermind being the next one to drop out. Have a quick look at the Storm Spirit. Oh, nope, disconnected, so I'm still seeing Doom's items. Huskar, are there any Huskar? Yeah, there are Huskar items.
Necro's got that beard going.
That beard. I think the Twin Deaths is quite a nice side. I'm interested in seeing that kinetic.
Is that the one that spins when he does it? Because I don't like that one.
I don't know. Do not know. And Vengeful's got a few decent items up.
Yeah, the Venge is decked out. I don't really like it, per se. But it's definitely decked out.
And we've got G-Calls coming out from Genuine.
I feel like she needs a body piece. Because otherwise the headdress looks really strange.
And yeah, here we go. So do you two each want to introduce one of the teams?
Sure.
Okay.
Which team do you want to introduce?
Do any of them
Libby?
have like Chinese characters?
No.
Oh, that's so nice of them. Okay, so on Wraith King we have Genuine Zhu. On Jakiro, Man Bear Pig. Sorry, I have dyslexia.
Too much South Park.
His name is Bearman Pig.
Too much Pathfinder.
Yeah.
You don't need to say genuine. That's the team name.
Yeah. Okay. On Storm Spirit, Mastermind.
Mastermind.
On Ogre we have Gidra. I'm gonna elite speak it. And on Clockwork, Zograf.
Zograf.
And just before we get into the introductions for Rise, I think we might have a little bit of action up here on top lane.
Yeah.
Oh no, Rise heroes are retreating down lane. I think with Doom not spotting anything out on the Radiant jungle, they were a little bit cautious.
Oh, Vinch.
Yeah, but she's out of range of the Wraith King stun, and she'll remain so.
Alright, well, very quickly then. On the Rise, playing for the die today, we have Crush Dota on the Doom. We have Yoda on the Vengeful Spirit. A stand-in, Matrice, on the Huskar. Another stand-in, Thormod on the Necrophos. And Eke on the Io. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is a Alliance joke. We have Yoda and Eke instead of Loda and Ake. I'm pretty sure that's what they're going for.
Where. And a huge contest for what is one of the most useless runes in the early game. And Dune secures that regen.
Totally meaningless regen rune. You gotta have it, boys.
And I really like this play from Doom. Taking advantage of the shadows in the Roche pit there to potentially get a chance to set up on people. Or I think he was planning to just sneak out and ward, but ran into Ogre.
Smart, use that to reset.
You could set up some really nice early ganks there. And let's get the last hits up.
Yeah. It'd be nice fissure across. Anyway, Doom just headed up to his jungle. Not interested. He could not get the creepy one in his own in the enemy jungle, and will not be participating in the first win of creeps. And just grabs a Wildkin for his troubles.
First one, actually the first two. The Wildkin's actually not bad for Doom, especially really early. That +3 aura, it is going to push the lane a bit, but it's going to make him a lot less susceptible to what is effectively a mainly physical damage lane. Oh wait, no, I'm getting the supports mixed up. They got plenty of magic damage.
Yeah, I mean, Liquid Fire is their main harass tool.
I thought we were talking Vengeful and Io. I got the lanes mixed up. Meanwhile, up on top lane, Clockwork trying to soak up some XP from this chain pool here. Brought out by Yoda. Lol.
So how do you think this Huskar is going to build? Is it a lifesteal rush? That's what I'd be going for.
Let's have a quick look, Ski. I think he's going to need the lifesteal if he's planning to initiate onto that many stuns and Clockwork. But I don't know the hero in position 1. I got to be honest. The few times I've played him, I've done him in the mid lane. But lifesteal rush, yep, sounds good. Is that since they got rid of that old burning spears?
Well, basically, once you have a Morbid Mask, you can cast burning spears without losing health.
And we get a big stun lock going down on Doom. There's the Ice Path, and that'll be First Blood going down to Genuine, picking off Crush on the off lane. See, Necro versus Storm. I vote Necro. By far.
I vote irrelevant. I think Storm will get enough farm.
I think Storm will die as soon as Necro hits 6, if not before. Like, Necro has the range to not worry about Storm's remnants or anything else like that. He's got the regen to deal with whatever harass does come his way, and Storm is way too squish to stand in that Necro aura.
He's not afraid of wasting bottle charges either.
What? 6.82. The bottle charges all over but look at this Storm. He's really in trouble. There it is.
Oh, wow.
Second kill going to Thorman.
You have to remember that the Necro passive, the Necro aura is percentage health removal. So it hurts every unit the same regardless of max health. But
sure, but the only people who can deal with that well are people who've got lifesteal or passive heals.
Yeah.
And everyone suffers.
Old Bloodseeker used to be good against him.
Yep, Bloodseeker was great. But Mastermind does manage to get the leash, pulling Thorman under tower for a little bit there. Does manage to get him fairly low.
Bottom lane too. Sekiro right up next to the tower, liquid firing at will.
And Gidra looking for the wraparound on this Doom. I don't think Crush is expecting it, which could cause problems. Oh no, but a TP out as he goes into support top lane. Gets a stun down on Eke and another quick kill. This is 3-1 for Genuine. Great rotation there from Gidra. Matrice, though, getting those burning spears down, and that's kind of tricky for a Clockwork. You know, you'd almost want to be Timbersaw to stand up to that.
Remember I was telling you about...
Oh, haste rune on Mastermind. Rotating down for Thorman, just walked straight past Arcade for all of that, and ends up taking a little bit too much harass to want to go in. I think... Oh no, the action is not over. Alright, what were you saying, David?
I was just saying, you remember we did some practicing with that. It's strat with Huskar and Centaur and some others. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And I was saying it all starts with the kiteable offlaner for Huskar.
Mm-hmm.
This is a perfect example.
Yep.
Once he gets a little bit, this is easy.
Yeah. I mean,
It's gonna be an armlet first for him too.
we didn't see it, but I mean, like a first blood on Huskar is terrifying. It's the same kind of thing as a first blood on Viper, because suddenly he's got all those early game skills that work so well early game, and he's got more of them than you have your crappy skills that work late game. Smoke up here from Yoda and Eke. Looks like they want to come in on the bot lane. I'm getting some graphics glitches on this Io. The smoke keeps disappearing. Not sure what's up with that.
Io invisibility is super broken.
And Idra rotating in as well, but they're going to have to be really quick as Crush is being gone on by the Radiant Tri-Lane. The Vengeful Stun goes off on Bearman Pig. Crush Dota being brought low. Unless Zoe gets some lucky crits, so he's not going to be able to get them. And with Matrice TPing in, that'll be a dead Zoe. And they picked off the Jakiro as well. Not good.
Racing does grab his Midas before he dies.
That actually really helps. But it has left top lane free for Clockwork to try and just get back a little bit from this Huskar.
Necro, 1100 gold in the bank. Will this be Axe Rush?
Yes, I'm anticipating so. We got
4 boots.
all the bottles. Welcome to 6.82, boys.
Mm-hmm.
And we got Io Huskar wanting to go on Storm Spirit mid, but they don't manage to quite catch him out. Matrice heading back up to top lane.
That range creep killed my mom.
That range creep. MVP.
I was about to say hi to Clockwork.
Oh, not just going to say hi, going to leap straight over those cogs, trying to do the damage, but good call there from the genuine offlane with a quick TP out. So yeah, well played from Matrice. Oh, but we have Ghidra going on Yoda as well, down on the bot lane, supported by Jakiro. Bearman Pig, can you get them right clicks? He can, but Thorman's come up looking for a little bit of revenge. I think being a little bit over aggressive here. Oh no, with Io coming in, they should be able to get off Ghidra. Okay, adding in some right clicks. Idra looking for a denial to jungles, but there's the Reaper's Scythe.
Can't deny against Necro, not like that.
40 seconds for that ogre, and that really hurts early game. I mean, what level is he? Level 3. 40 seconds on a level 3. That is just... this is why... That's why that recent change was just ridiculous. Late game is fine, but early game it's just... so broken. So 4-4 so far, key items up. As you said, we got the Midas out on the Wraith King. Pretty much everyone has boots except for Io. Huskar heading for his armlet. Bottles up on 4 heroes, 2 on each team. Soul Ring on Storm Spirit now. But nothing shocking, nothing game changing yet. I think the Soul Ring might be a bit bold, again, up against the Necrophos. You really want to keep your health up for that.
Was that what he went for?
He did.
Yeah, it's just going to be the mech. But does he have a Soul Ring?
He has a Soul Ring. The Storm Spirit.
Oh, I thought you said the Necro had a Soul Ring.
No, I'm saying I think the Storm Spirit is an odd choice on the Soul Ring up against the Necro, because you really got to be careful with getting your health below a certain threshold.
For the purposes of his ult, every point of health that you've lost is actually worth double.
Yeah. I just can't see a situation where that's going to be good, unless he's planning on just straight farming, but you know, staying way back and just right clicking and using that to make sure he can always cast Remnant. Oh, and a
Gonna die
haste.
from fire damage? Oh,
Nope. He's got
that's
heals.
the heal.
Quick haste out. I don't think he's even going to go back to base. Just get a couple more sadist hits.
Clockwork and Huskar trade at top.
Huskar getting the XP though. A bit of an edge there for him. Oh, Zoe thought he'd missed that catapult and so left it alone. Ended up, he actually could have got that. And we are seeing some decent scaling here on this Doom, but with 1,400 gold in the bank, we kind of got to ask, what is he going for? 1,500 we might see soon.
Midas, probably.
I want to say Midas. If so, he should have bought the recipe by now though. He's at 1,600.
He'll probably have it on his quick buy. If he's getting ganked, he'll buy it, but he'll just wait for the full thing, probably.
No, but that doesn't work with the Midas on the side lane because you get the recipe from the shop as soon as you can, and then
I don't think he can.
whenever you want, you just nip into the side shop and get the gloves of face.
Maybe he can.
He can definitely afford the recipe. Courier is now free. I'm just wondering whether we're going to. I mean, it's a fairly squishy, genuine lineup. Not hugely squishy, but there's some squish there. I'm just wondering what he's going for.
I don't know. I mean, Storm Spirit's their squishiest hero, and
I
he's not
suppose.
that squishy.
Things going out on the bot lane as Zoe looks to take this tower down, worrying about the possible for a deny. And Doom gets it after a nice stun from Yoda. Down on Zoe.
Doom going deep, going hard. Didn't want to
Scorched
waste
earth
the Doom
damage.
on the Wraith King respawn. I would have dropped a Doom on that Wraith King.
Thorman, supported by Io, wants to go in on the mid. Nice dodge on the Ice Spark. Both heroes splitting off in different directions. But they don't want to pursue any further. Thorman pops his illusions to make sure that they can push on this tower, and he can get damage down on the creep wave. Macro Pyre used. It's bold, but I mean they're not really going for big team fights, so I think that's fair enough.
Yeah, but whatever. It worked.
Genuine just hanging around top rune here. Not entirely sure why. And I'm hoping we're going to see an Ags rush on him. Like immediate Ags rush.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
He wants to hook out onto Huskar. That's what he's looking for. Drops a flare down on mid. Gets some damage down on all the heroes. But Huskar's just going to back up and take the large camp. He's not going to hang around and get ganked. Gidra meanwhile farming up mid lane. Thorman actually wants to come in here for a fight.
Another helm should be has the Helm of Iron Will. He should be able to get a Dominator next.
At that point, do they come online? I mean, I am kind of getting the feeling from Rise more than like to me. Genuine kind of want to just. Oh, Matrice being brought low. Pops the ult down on Zograf and getting huge heals up, and only now is Eke coming in as well. Pops his armlet again, just nuking down Zoe, who does manage to finish off the IO, but without the mana for his ult.
Yikes, Wraith King. You should have mana for your ult.
I'm not sure whether he used a stun to get the IO. If he did, it was a bad idea. He should have just died, come back with a stun, and stunned the Huskar, I think. TPing now down onto mid to try and help out Thornton, but they both get caught in an Ice Path and a dual breath.
There's a Wraith King, there's a haste on Stone Spirit. They want this.
Pops a rejuvenation on
They
Thorman.
want to use it.
Wave of Terror goes down. They've got vision of the Storm Spirit, but a beautiful 3-man Ice Path there. Yoda being brought scarily low here. Huskar without the mana to cast his heal. Top tower under attack being pinged out by Doom. Not entirely sure why though. There's some strat, I'm sure. Mastermind looking to get his leash off. Matrice now getting the attack speed buff. Wraith King getting a stun down on Crush, and this is where the Dire team come in. We do get the Necrophos ult go down.
No.
Total waste though, as Wraith King is straight back up. Genuine just backs up. He's low, doesn't want to die a second time. Matrice possibly not going to give him the option. No, going to chase down the supports. No, going to chase down Zograf. Can he TP out in time? No, he cannot. That was close though. Eke going to be killed off by the tower. Storm Spirit very, very low and still hanging around, but he's got the mobility to justify it. But nothing's going to be able to stop Thorman and Matrice from getting this tier 1 tower.
Mistimed the mech on the Necrophos. Could have saved IO. Close.
Creepy as hell. 666 experience going to Huskar, Necro, and Io. Creepy as hell. And huge damage. Huskar, Necro earning their position as the earning their title as position 1 and 2 on this team.
Huskar has 2k gold.
Oh, the Doom picked up the blink.
Okay.
That's what he was going for. If he was going for a blink, I honestly would couple of changes. I would have finished off the Bazzi a long time ago, just to keep those spells really spammable. And yeah, hopefully they can get it to work. It's going to be a useful ability to have, but I'm not sure it was the best idea to go for immediately.
I mean, they do lack initiation other than Huskar, who's only a single target initiator. So I can understand the desire.
But they're not. Look at his Devour choices. He's gone for the Aura Wolf.
Yeah,
he's gone for. He's just gone for walk in and team fight. Dograph being brought incredibly low there by Thorman. There is a Doom rotating in as well. Catches Dograph on the back lines. Bloodlust goes down for a bit of movement speed. Crush basically just phasing out the hero so that the top tower can go down.
Had the kill on Clockwork. Threw it away.
What with level death or Doom?
Doom.
I don't know if they want to use it.
That would have been worth it.
This is. Oh, I mean, to be honest, for me, this is where you get a value point in level death.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if he had it or not.
He does not. So the tier 2 goes down top for Genuine, but they do manage to get a little bit of push coming out of Storm Spirit on the top lane.
I thought that happened.
Oh, but here's Doom. This is where you want to. Oh, I think he was just outside of range.
Check out Huskar's inventory.
Huskar. Boots of Travel.
Yeah.
That was swift. I like it though.
Yeah.
I mean,
He had 2K gold, and he was like, well,
never gonna have to buy a TP again. Doom finished off by Wraith King. Oh, but he did manage to get the Doom down on Storm Spirit. Yoda and Eke looking to finish him off. There's the stun. And a dead Storm Spirit, with Matrice taking the kill, which is what you want.
I believe Wraith King's ult was also used at the...
Oh, and Necro just trying to get an aura kill on Ghidra, manages to take it. Wait, does... Necro has a blink as well?
Yeah, Necro's... a lot of Necro blinks going around. I'll
Does
start
make
going for BKB. Oh, we're club on the way.
So it was not that Axe Rush we were expecting. Bottom tower now
He
taking
went
some
back
damage.
for the mech, and then went back for the blink.
So it's... Let's have a quick look at the net worth first. Well, whoops. Net worth first of all. Yep, 8,000 Huskar, 8,000 Necrophos. Then we start seeing some Radiant heroes pop up on the map, and that's not too much of a surprise. XP, far ahead for Rise. Gold, far ahead for Rise. But not so far that this game is in any way doubtful, with Necrophos being finished off. Yeah, the dominating streak ended as well there for Storm Spirit. Huskar meanwhile down on bot lane, popping Armlet to just finish off this tower. So what would you do now as Genuine? They're behind, but they do have a fairly strong team.
I mean, fight maybe top.
Yeah, we do get a relocate from Huskar going straight down onto this Clockwork, but he's got he tries to TP out, but he's got the attack speed to finish him off. Doom goes down on Storm Spirit just as he was trying to zip over a cliff, and I can't see him surviving this. We also have Vengeful rotating in from the other side. Oh no! Interrupted by Wraith King, Jakiro, and Ogre. They're going to get some payback. Storm Spirit finished off finally on the back lines, but it looks like Genius want to take the tier 1 mid.
Yeah, I don't get the Storm Spirit pick, I gotta say. I think it's really hurting them. That had just been a farming...
Whoa! Matrice going straight down into the Radiant jungle. It sits through the stun locks. The stuns are now gone for Radiant, and Matrice is just going to clean up. They had a good chance there while everything was stunned, but as soon as those stuns wore off, they should have run.
Io did. Kill the Io first, not the Huskar.
And that time they get the Necrophos ult off on Wraith King. 75 seconds for the position 1. And
that's probably the whole game.
That's probably the whole game. I'm almost certain, 99%, it's going to be the both tier 2s.
Whoa, what a zip from Storm Spirit.
That was weird. On the minimap, he was traveling backwards for me. I thought he'd been hooked or something for a second. I was like, what? He's facing the other
I
way.
use the hero icon, so I don't have the facing.
You need to tell me how to change that, by the way.
Everyone does use hero icons.
Is insane. You've said that before, and I agree with you, but I've never picked your brain about how to actually get it switched over.
It's just a setting. It's really.
Tier 2 goes down on the mid.
They should go bottom while Wraith King's down for the extra 35. Like that's the point of that Necro ult, is that you can take that second tower right now.
Yeah, I would say bottom tower or Roche.
I don't think they're gonna do either.
They're not. Huskar heading up top lane. Well, Huskar with BOTs. No, they're not going to get anything done here. And we've got Mastermind, I think, farming the jungle on the basis that he thinks it's probably safer than his own jungle. I disagree. It's really not very safe.
Especially if he just uses all of his mana to zip not over the cliff.
Yeah, not sure what that was. I mean, he has made a neat little path there, which I assume is part of some
Maybe.
future plan.
Strategy.
Yeah, some ultimate deforestation strategy. You're the Timbersaw expert.
Yeah. No, not on that path.
Maybe he just hates trees?
Playing the wrong hero, dude.
That's what Timbersaw's for.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll think of some explanation for that in the
There's
future.
2 tree-loving heroes with Tree and Nature's Prophet, and there's only 1 tree-hating hero, and he thought that wasn't fair.
Right.
That's fair enough. I think it's probably actually some kind of clever jungling trick which allows you to quickly stack 2 camps at once,
I'm sure.
or
But to
something.
do it in the enemy's jungle is a little iffy.
Ryze going to finish this Roche off with no real problems at all. Genuine just desperately trying to get some farm on their cause in their own jungle right now.
I wonder if there are any Huskar level 1 Roche tricks, like with the Wraith King.
What would you be basing it off though?
With the fact that you have Huskar tank Roche intentionally at the beginning, he gets ridiculously high attack speed, and then easy Roche, easy life.
I think that might be a little bit RNG dependent on the Roche stuns.
That makes perfect sense.
But maybe. We shall see. I'm a huge fan of the old Wraith King Ursa. But we do have the Ryze team now going down for the final external tower. Genuine.
Huskar is travels. This is movement speed.
Here's a question though, do you think they're going to be able to save top? I think they are. They get the glyph down,
They could, or they could just push.
the bot tower's down. Yeah, here we go, relocate. They need to get a stun down on Bearman Pig, they get it. Reaper's Scythe again, 60 seconds. They aren't going to stop the push though. We have Crush, we have Yoda, they are going to stop the push. I wonder if they're going to run into Genuine coming up through the jungle here. They are. Oh no, they're not.
Clockwork?
Genuine's turning around to look for the ogre. Totally misses Yoda. That was really unfortunate. Oh, and interesting.
Yeah,
No.
this is a bad fight for the Radiant. This is not good.
Surprise! Suddenly people are here. Doom did a beautiful TP interrupt there with level death, and this is now just 5-man waiting for the Wraith King respawn. This is kind of like late 2013 Wraith King, where the reincarnation is totally worthless because by the time you're dead, the enemy team have enough domination of the the fight to just kill you a second
Wraith
time.
King is not a good comeback hero. He's not a good hero for winning fights when you're behind. Contrary to what you might think.
Well,
They're
I mean,
expecting
ult
comeback
dependent fights, I think he is. But
If you can get them
Yeah.
to use all their mana.
yeah. Or if they just don't have, or if the rest of your team can do. Anyway. Tricky. And they are pushing the high ground now with Doom up. I mean, that's why Doom is just staying right back here. They're going to let Matrice do the right clicking. And then if anybody tries to stop him, it'll be Blink Doom. Matrice, meanwhile, can just try and feed off as many of the Radiant heroes as he can get. Going to get the Jakiro there with an extra 30 seconds again. So that's another minute for Jakiro. He's got to be mad as hell. He only just came back. And this Huskar just leaping across the Radiant base, finishing these heroes off with no problem at all. The Aegis is popped, but you got to wonder whether that was intentional, because I think he deliberately armlet toggled to bring himself to 1 health. And mid tower going straight down, I would imagine. Just want to do a quick shout out for the dominated Kobold Foreman.
Yeah.
For what they're trying to do, it's amazing. Movement speed aura.
Huskar is really fast with his travels on the aura.
Sure, but he's got it following Venge.
Right.
Yeah, which is really it's really great for her to be able to try and get a decent swap off. We do get a blink in from Genuine, down on Crush, followed up with an Ogre, and they might actually get this, but no, they get a quick enough rotation in from Midra, and Crush will be fine. Zoe brought down again. Of course, his ult had not come off cooldown. What level is he? 13. So we will have level 2 ult. Only a minute. Well, 40 seconds left to go. 24 minutes. 1 rack down. 11 to 26. Are we going to have a 24-minute, 24 XP, 24 gold lead? We're not. But these racks make it easy to call. GG call. And well played, both teams. Whew. That was a mad one. Final thoughts, Davey and Livy.
Yeah, the Io Huskar worked really well. I think the Storm Spirit pick was really bad. Yeah. Really bad pick.
I almost got the feeling that Genuine kind of had a strategy worked out at the beginning, and it was a case of you don't stick to it if the other team starts picking heroes that counter it. You adapt it. You need to have some flexibility there, and I think they like that a bit there. Some good plays from both teams. Well played, certainly. And we're going to move straight into the next match.